All right, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy, healthy, successful, winning in life, as we always say. Um, we got the David Lynch lighting going on right now. I don't know, man. Every time I go live, the spirits are around. We could talk about that in another episode as well. But we last week we were out hanging out with the fellas, catching up, having a good time. So there was no episode last week, but now we're back and we're live again. And you know what's going to happen tonight. We do what we always do. We're going to land minerals tight. All right. We got the compo out. Let's start. Where do we even start? I got like 8 things listed. This might be a long episode. So yeah, but the boss up to everyone that watches this on playback. I got the haircut. I got a haircut. Let me know if you like the long hair, the short hair. I think I'm gonna do a fade afterwards. And then, oh, here we go. See, I told you, there's spirits abound in this house. And I think it's my energy is interacting. I'm interdimensional. You know what I'm saying? Now we're cooking. So, yeah, bless up David Lynch. That reminds me of Twin Peaks all the time. And yeah, that's not intentional. You saw it. That's crazy. But anyway, all right, back to what we were saying. That was cool. Friday the 13th. Maybe that's why the lights were flickering. Jason Voorhees in the woods. Let's have it right. We're going to put some people in the woods tonight, and I'm going to call them out by name. I'm going to call companies out by name. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. I'll be shocked if this channel lasts till 2026. I'll be shocked. All right, so let's start with the Stanley Cup final. Yeah, let's start with the Stanley Cup final. Some of the best hockey I've ever seen in terms of in not international, because those Canada USA games during the Four Nations tournament, that was elite hockey. Because every player top to bottom through the lineup was good. And you've seen the same with the Panthers against the Oilers, the Edmonton Oilers against the Florida Panthers. Some of the best hockey I've ever seen in a Stanley Cup final. 3 overtime games out of 4. That's crazy. Leon Draisaitl doing the Forsberg move. Love that move where he does the stiff arm, the arm check, and then he pushes the stick away, and then he does the box out with the body, and he shoots it with one hand, the one-handed shot. Boom, goal, winning goal. See you later. And what a play by the worm, Corey Perry, with the tip pass to get it to Draisaitl so he can do the Forsberg move. Peter Forsberg, for anyone who doesn't know, Peter Forsberg is my favorite hockey player that's ever played. What a player he was. He did everything you want. Defense, offense, tough, forecheck, skating, intelligence, like point totals, like he gave you the boxcars. He was a leader. I mean, I'm running out of superlatives at this point. He's just he's like Sidney Crosby and Barkov and Leon Draisaitl, because McDavid might be the most electrifying player The move he put on Ekblad where he dropped him like an Allen Iverson crossover was crazy. But in terms of all around every situation player, yeah, Drysidle's better than McDavid. He is. So is Sidney Crosby. It's 39. He's my age, and he's still one of the best players in the NHL. Maybe the best player in the NHL, arguably. And so is Sasha Barkov. Won his third Selke Trophy for the best defensive player, and he's still elite on offense. He plays the top power play, top penalty kill. He plays in all situations. Goalie, goalie pulled, defense, goalie pulled, offense. He's still the best. He's ridiculously good. Checking for like forechecking, leadership, passing, skating, shooting. He can do everything. He has it all. He's the total package. Lex Luger, torture rack. Let's have it right. Um, so yeah, that this if whoever's not, I don't want to get into this argument where because when I was younger, I would try to convince people that hockey is a cool sport to watch. If you don't watch hockey, then that's on you, man. You do you, but you're missing out. I'm telling you right now. But I'm done with the crusade of trying to get people to watch hockey. Even though I think in terms of American sports, it's the most entertaining now. Speaking of American sports, it's a good segue right into the Club World Cup, which starts tomorrow. Um, and it's taking place in America. All the money grab. The ticket prices were so expensive. Now FIFA's concerned. They're dropping all the prices because no one is showing up to the games. Or, excuse me, no one has bought tickets to the games. They could care less. Um, this is not the right way to market the sport in this country. Who's going to spend $500 to watch a team from Tunisia play a team from South America? That's not, even though I would do it because I love soccer and people around the world internationally would do it. But who's going to $500 for a nosebleed? Are you kidding me? And that's because you know why? It's the private equity hedge fund takeover of American sports, which is what we're going to get into later. It's ruining athletics. Eh, I'm trying to stay calm here, but it's winding me up. I'm gonna get worked up later. I'll work myself up. Um, yeah, and on a tangent like that. Um, so like yeah, last week I wish we would have touched on it last week because the Bill Maher episode last week. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Let's finish with the Club World Cup. So the Club World Cup is a tournament with it. They're trying to replicate the International World Cup where the nations are involved, but they're trying to do it with the club teams. And it's not really working out for FIFA right now. And that's a concern because the prize money is astronomical. So they sunk all this money into it and now no one wants to go to the game because they're like, what is this? Like when we hear World Cup, we think Argentina versus France. We don't think Inter Miami versus Al Ahly, and no disrespect to either of those club teams, but that's not what people think immediately, especially in America. Um, so I think the way they're approaching it, and they're being told this whole thing is FIFA is being bamboozled, like a lot of fans are, about how hedge funds and Wall Street and private equity is trying to control sports. For instance, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey are at the Florida Panthers game. Why the fuck are they there? Why? Someone explain to me why they're at that game. Neither of them are from Edmonton. Neither of them are from Miami. Neither of them. They've never once been to a hockey game, either one of them. Why are they there? Why? Because the owner wants to yeah, we're gonna get traction. We're gonna go viral if Taylor Swift is there. And no disrespect to Travis Kelsey, is one of the best tight ends of all time. Nothing against him as a player or a person. Nothing against Taylor Swift as a player. I'm not a player, excuse me, as a musician or a person. I like Taylor Swift. We've talked about this before. Taylor Swift writes her own songs. She plays in her own instruments. She sings her songs. She engineers the concept for her album. She does like the art design. She does everything. She's a proper musician. Do I particularly listen to her music? No, but that doesn't mean she's not a real artist. Why is she at that game? For what reason? It has to be a PR stunt. It has to be because her management team, in conjunction with Travis Kelsey's team, they're trying to like raise their profile and brand. And instead of enjoying ice hockey, they're on their phone. The camera cuts to them. They're on their phone. They don't care about the game. They don't give a shit about the result of the game. Why the fuck are they there? You know why? Because when they're at the game, there's more social media traction. Their profile gets bigged up. It helps the NHL. It helps the Panthers. I bet you they didn't even pay for those tickets to actual Florida Panther fans who have been fans of the team for 20 years when they were dog shit could have been at the game. But no, we want we want to go viral on Instagram. Come on, man. Like this is all part of the problem, and this is to tie it back into the Club World Cup. This is what they want. They want celebrities to watch Leo Messi so they can show them on TV. Why? Dude, what for what purpose? What purpose does it serve? So no one has been able to explain that to me. What purpose does it serve for them to be there? Other than it makes the owner more money. We're not winning. They don't care. They're not cheering. They're texting people on their phone. What the fuck is going on? God, it's just fucking. I'm the state of American sports is done. And we've talked about this on this channel a lot. This is the theme. This might be the theme of the whole season. The owners only care about maximizing profit and monetizing content. The players want to be celebrities and reality stars and fashion models. The coaches are the only ones that actually kind of want to win because their job is on the line. They're the ones who get held accountable. However, the way the coaching system is trending towards is, oh, it's all about trust the process. It takes time. It's going to take us 10 years to win. 10 years, trust the process. Fuck the process. I trust the trophy. I trust that. Then we can party all summer long. Bring me the trophy. And then the middle management, or like the board and like the general management, are all yes men for the ownership. So we have a four-pronged problem. And then the fan base is just diluted to the point where they drink the Kool-Aid, and it doesn't matter as long as we have the cool player. Look at I actually like Caitlin Clark a lot as a player, but look at the Indiana Fever. As long as you have I don't even know the other girl's name. The girl that dresses up in lingerie and walks the red carpet before the game. They made a red carpet in the arena. Think about that. Think about that. There's a red carpet in the arena now, so she can wear lingerie and then come in and not even play the game because she's injured. It's wild shit, man. And as long as you have Caitlin Clark on your team, it doesn't matter if you win the title or not, because Caitlin Clark is the cash cow, and I like her. She's never won, but she's never won. She's never won an NCAA title. She hasn't won a professional title yet. She's won 0 trophies. And I back Caitlin Clark. Don't this is not slander on Caitlin. I want to make that clear. What disturbs me is the organization is going to just use her to make the organization profitable, and they're never going to win. Because it doesn't matter. It's always next year. It's always next year. It's the same thing with fucking. Look at the U.S. Soccer Federation. We are an absolute shambles. We lost to Switzerland for nothing. For nothing. And you expect and how the fuck have we gotten worse from the time when I was a child? When I was a child, and I was watching the U.S. men's national team, and we were in the quarterfinals of the World Cup against Portugal. And we've gotten worse. That's crazy. That's and we're supposed to be these, we churn out elite athletes and all this. Nah. Nah. This shit needs to stop. And it's all because the model from the top down is all meant to, you have to make money. It's all about making money. Sports is the new red carpet, the new Oscars, because no one really cares about award shows anymore. I mean, then some people do, but now it's not, the way to be seen is to go to a live sports event. So everyone's management team and their agents and their publicists and their PR people are like, go to this game, and then take pictures of yourself and go viral, and then we can sell ads. That's what's happening. That's the problem. So until that changes, and you know who I'm telling you, I can't wait. I can't wait. This man, he's good. He fired the Knicks coach. Big Daddy Bollocks. Yeah. I can't. Not today. Not today. And then the reports are coming out like, oh, it was James Dolan that did. Yeah. Obviously. What have I been saying for months? In years, I wish I started this channel years ago. I've been saying this shit for years, but it's on record now. That's the purpose of this channel. I don't give a shit about clicks, views, shares, likes. I'm not trying to make this my career. I don't want money. I don't give a fuck. This is my receipt draw. That's this is the draw. So I can go back. I'll clip it up. We're gonna go back and say, you see what I said? I told you. I've been saying this. Why why don't you understand? And it's because the younger generation, and I was talking to this with a couple of my other friends, the younger generation is so they like their mind is polluted and they've turned into mutants. All right. Fuck, dude. Fuck it. Yeah, we did that. All right, real time. Let's get into real time. What are we on right now? Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to make this an hour and a half episode. Yeah. Um, we talked about that Stanley Cup final. Please watch hockey. Do it. Do it. I'm telling you. I'm not saying this in an arrogant way. I'm saying if you're looking for entertainment, do this. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. You will not be disappointed. All right, so let's get into Bill Maher, the Trump versus Elon, which is funny that they were best buddies um, a couple months ago, and now they're feuding with each other. So it looks like a Bravo reality show, which is what people love. They eat it up. Um, but what's scary about um, all of this is not even their feud. Like I could care less about how they fear how they feel about each other. What's worse is I'm not getting into the Iran Israel, which they talked about a lot on Bill Maher. Who is the panel? Because as we all know, it was Ian Brenner and Rutger Bregman. Rutger Bregman is a historian. He's Dutch, and Ian Brenner he started Eurasia Group. They're talking about yeah, what's going on in between Iran and Israel. And what have I said from the beginning? I'm not entertaining any takes or any opinions. I'm just going to disregard it. Like whoever wants to listen to it, you do you. You do your thing. I'm not entertaining anyone that doesn't know the history between Islam and Judaism. And that's when no one talks about. It's always about like finance or capitalism or property. But they're not talking about like the rivalry that's existed for millennia. That's the until you understand that, I think they did a good job on Bill Maher tonight of addressing that. So I'll bring that back a little bit, but that's what they did. Like they're talking about like the like defense contracting, what USA has to do with it, and all this nuclear threats. You gotta understand the culture and the history that dates back to thousands of years. Until you grasp that and fully understand that fully, I'm not going to take your opinion seriously. You could say it. You could say whatever you want. I don't care. Do you do like I said, you do you. You can listen to it. Do again. You do you, I do me. but I'm going to exercise my right to not pay attention to what you have to say if you don't know the full history. Until then I will sit down with you and have a full discussion because I know the history. I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I know what it means, what these these two cultures mean. I know what it means. And then you got Los Angeles people are rioting with the illegal immigrants. Yeah, let's go into that. Oh yeah, we should do um before we go into the illegal immigrants, let's go to John Vetterman. Who's the senator. From Pennsylvania. He's kind of cool. Um Again, they were talking about Iran and Israel, and John Vetterman gets a lot of stick because he communicates with he's a Democrat, but he communicates with the Republican side of things, and that I think that's fine. Like, what's wrong with sitting down? Like I just said, what's wrong with sitting down and talking to someone? Why is that a bad thing? I'm not saying you have to act upon anything or you're going to be aggressive or definitely not violent, of course. What's wrong with someone you disagree with? You sit down at a table and you have discourse. The fact that that's frowned upon now is just so foreign to me. My brain can I can't process this. My mind is in a pretzel thinking about that. And like Bill Maher getting shit for going to the White House and having dinner with Donald Trump. Why? What is this shit, man? Like the world we live in is weird. That's why you have people fucking. That's why people are making like $76 million on OnlyFans. Yeah, you want to get into that? Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Not tonight, but we're gonna talk about that one too. $76 million, on OnlyFans. Now, like I think we have talked about this at least slightly, but I want to do a full episode on this. You make your money the way you make your money. All good. I respect it. I want you to be happy, healthy, and successful. Make your money. Do you. But I want no part of that. So why does that make me a bad why am I getting painted as the toxic negative guy? Because I want no part of that. I don't want anything to do with that. But you go to town, knock yourself out. And I was gonna make a joke there, but yeah, I wrote down talking to the other side. So John Venderman is getting shit from fellow Democrats because he's talking to the other side. Why? What's wrong with that? These people are just tapped, and it's society in general as a whole. And now let's get to Los Angeles. These people getting pulled from their jobs, the illegal immigrants. Now Trump is scaling it back, saying, "Oh, I don't want to take people out of their jobs." Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk about immigration. And I've said this, and I have the receipts for years. Yeah, I don't make shit up. This is everything I say is factual, and I have concrete evidence to prove it. What are you going to do? You could disagree with it. Fine. You can have your own opinion. But the minerals, the facts, you can, it's concrete. So I said months ago, and the people that have had this conversation, with this, we'll know we have the evidence. If you're if you're gonna throw all these people into vans and ship them out, who's gonna like honestly, if they're not causing harm, if they're not intimidating anyone, what do I always say? If you're not bullying, intimidating, or being physically harmful to people, basically a criminal, what's wrong with you being in this country? Who's gonna clean the hotel room? Who's gonna clean the bathroom? That office that you work at? That private equity hedge fund? Yeah, yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah. Who's cleaning the bathroom? You gonna do it? Who's picking the fruit that you're eating? Who's doing it? Who's keeping single, like not single-handedly, but who's a major component of keeping the hospitality industry afloat? The food industry afloat, the farm industry afloat. Who is it? We know the answer. So since this holier than thou, we need to shut up, man. As long as they're, like I said, as long as they're not bad actors, what's wrong? They're doing all the jobs that no American wants to do. I don't want to do it. I'll tell you this. I'll put myself in that category. I'm not gonna go into um, uh, a retail store and clean the bathroom. I ain't doing it. But someone needs to do it, and this is a good thing because it creates jobs. It allows families to prosper, people to achieve the dreams and achieve the goals that they want. It's a stepping stone. What's wrong with that? As long as there's no nefarious characters around, then what's wrong? And now they're finally realizing that you can't just go into a kitchen in a restaurant and throw people into nah, not down with that. Now, is immigration itself? Yeah, we're getting way too political here, but I'm gonna land it. I'm gonna land it. We're gonna land it at the end. There's one more topic, and we'll land it because it's the Fab Five. Yeah, the Fab Five. These people are just honest, earnest, hardworking people, salt of the earth. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The country, as they said on the panel in Bill Maher, but yeah, Brenner and Bregman, they both said it, and so did Bill. The country would be in dire straits without these people, and they're getting disrespected. It's crazy. It's just unbelievable. You want who's gonna work at that gas station in the middle of Oklahoma? Yeah, you want to mop up a gas station. Leave them alone. Leave these people alone. Like I said, I'm going to reiterate. As long as they're not doing anything diabolical and nefarious, and there's no bad actors, yeah, obviously get those people out. But as long as that's happening, as long as that's not happening, I see no reason why they can't enjoy living in the United States of America. There's nothing wrong with it. They're essential. Remember, I'm not even going to get into it, dude. That's a whole nother can of worms. We don't have time for that. Um, all right, AI. The last thing is AI and robots. So there's going to be a lot of jobs. Speaking of jobs, AI. This is another thing I'm going to tell you right now, and this is a receipt I'm creating right now. We're not, and we've touched about on this on previous episodes. We're not taking this seriously enough. I'm not saying it's going to be full on Terminator, Judgment Day, not yet, but that will come in a certain day if we don't act upon it. And what's that movie, Ex Machina, like Ex Machina style? We're good. We're getting to the point where we're allowing, like, students are writing all their papers, writing with ChatGPT, and then the teachers are grading them using ChatGPT. How about that? That's funny in like a not funny way. Yeah, that's not like the Joe Pesci line. That's not the funny haha. That's not the funny haha. We need to stop this from happening. And I'm going to tell you right now, stop putting everything online. Stop these people that just, we have a tired generation of children that all they want to do is be influencers online. They want to be celebrities on Instagram and worse for me, the OF way. That's all they want to do. $76 million in 1 year. Damn. That's more than any professional athlete has ever been paid in one season ever. We need to stop this. We need to stop this because we're regressing into a human society that's just extremely twisted. And it's okay. And it's manipulated by so that you think it's okay to do it. Oh, it's empowerment. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It, it's it's let me phrase this properly. We're 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 reaching the end of a cycle. I'm going to get existential for a second. We're reaching the end of a cycle where there needs to be a complete refresh. You know how you have to like factory reset your phone every now and then? Got to shut it off, give it a full reset. We're reaching that point because there's still time to save it, but we're almost far too gone. We're almost at the point where we are foobarred. We're fucked up beyond all recognition. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. But there's still time to save it, and we can. And the biggest enemies. I this is getting me emotional. The I wouldn't. Maybe enemies is not the right word. I would say nefarious characters, villains. That's a better way to describe it. The villains aren't what's happening war-wise in the world. The villains are the ominous they. Shout out Tyrion Lannister, Game of Thrones. Let's have it right. The ominous they are the villains, and they're puppeteering this whole thing. That's why this channel is called The Secret Truth, because those are the people that this summer is gonna be lit. I'm telling you right now. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna be shocked if this channel is still available for viewing in 2026. I'll be fucking shocked. Because I'm a little guy. I'm a nobody. I'm a loser. But I know things. I know people in the right places, and I have, like Newman said on Seinfeld, when you control the mail, you control information. And I have information. And I have the evidence to back it. Nothing I say is just is what's the word, like massaged or like um embellished. We'll see. So to land my point is, like, the villains, the real villains in the world are not the public figures you see on TV. They're behind the scenes who are in cohort, in concert, in bed with the people that you see on the television screen or your phone screen or the black mirror. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know I sound like what's the guys, the lone gunman and Fox Mulder. That's exactly who I am. I'm Fox Mulder in the basement, in touch with the lone gunman. X-Files style, baby. Right there. So you guys do what you gonna want to do. MSG Corporation, you do what you have to do. You've already shut my channel down numerous times, or suspended me, not shut it down. Do what you have to do. I'll just set up a new one and say it again. Because it's factual. All right. Think we landed it. So let's land the AI point now. So speaking of jobs like this, the AI is going to take a lot of manufacturing jobs and a lot of um, other industry jobs, like a grocery store, for instance. You're not going to need people working the cashier because it's just going to be a robots. It's just going to be all self checkout. So it's and they talked about it on Bill Maher, and they made a good point. The panel, you're going to get to a point where you can walk into a grocery store. There's going to be no human being that works there, except probably one, like a man, like supervisor level, that's making sure the machines don't break. It's going to happen, and I'm telling you right now, we need to figure out a solution to this, because if you allow upstairs, they're going to cut all the no, that means no benefits, no people, no health benefits. I don't have to pay any employee. I don't have to deal with headaches in terms of like HR stuff. Cool, give me a robot. We need to figure out a solution for this, and we need to start doing it right now. We needed to start doing it yesterday before it's fucking too late. All right, we're done. Like, I'm gonna get we're on the precipice. We're at the end of the cycle right now. Bless up to everyone who watches this. I hope everyone's happy, healthy, successful, winning in life. Shout out to all the homies. And we'll see you next week. But last week was fun. It was good to get back together with the reunion. There's going to be another one. There'll be another one. Organized by yours truly. And where we get everyone involved. Um, but yeah, so salute everyone. Good night. I'll see you next week.